Universal credit has been an embarrassing offensive failure, supposedly set to be completed across the entire country years ago now. Here we are in 2022, and it's still set to be at least another 18 months before it is fully introduced. Such is the length of time it's taken, and such is the way it has been rolled out in stages across the country, though, that some interesting studies have been conducted on it. And despite the government's claims people are better off claiming it, one study in particular exposes that claim to be yet another Tory lie. Researchers at University College London have conducted a study looking at the years from 2013 to 2018 where universal credit had been rolled out and discovered that, in their words, there was salient and plausible evidence linking universal credit to increases in recorded crime. Universal credit has, according to the study, driven up crime rates by an average of 6.5%. Now, the researchers were able to reach this conclusion because universal credit was rolled out to individual areas staggered over time. So all they had to do was compare recorded crime stats for such areas from the time universal credit was rolled out there. They looked at rollouts taking place across 2013 and followed the recording crime rate trends for the next 5 years up to 2018. Then all they had to do was look at the crime rates before that, and this trend of increased crime directly correlated to the rollouts of universal credit. It shouldn't be very surprising. The restrictions on universal credit are harsh, and there are more of them than under the legacy benefit system. Sanctions are commonplace. That stupid 5-week gap before you get any money where people are expected to feed themselves and pay their bills out of thin air. The lead researcher stated that the link between universal credit and crime was so pronounced that there were clear policy implications for how to address the crime rate. The study also acknowledged changes to social security in other parts of the world and how the effects on crime were much bigger when issues in this policy area were addressed rather than measures like increased stop and search. They tally with other studies that suggest less generous social security systems push up crime rates. Combine this with the cost of living crisis, shortages in the police force, the Met Police are now in special measures, they're so poor, and things are set to keep getting worse as the Tories push on with their criminally poor policy.